Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
A car lease is a legal contract between a lessee and a leasing company that owns the vehicle. Essentially, you agree to pay for the exclusive use of a vehicle under certain terms that include a maximum accumulated mileage A. Regular payment pattern A defined term returning the vehicle in good condition. There may be several reasons why you want to end your lease early. A third party wants your car. You've lost your job, you can travel abroad, you no longer need the vehicle because the house is so close to your workplace. Your vehicle needs have changed, such as the birth of a child. Whatever the situation, you may be able to break your lease. Before you proceed with breaking your lease, you need to know the terms of your lease, including any penalties you owe, lease payment, fees, your eligibility to transfer your lease, and any ongoing liability for other terms of your lease. Method 1 of 4, contact your lease supplier. Step 1, and know your lease terms. Whether you've leased your vehicle through a car dealership or through a leasing agency, contact the lessee to find out the terms of your lease. You can also read your lease contract when the terms are clearly explained. Ask specifically if you are eligible to transfer your lease and its terms. Step 2, track fees. Note the applicable fees for your situation. If you don't know what avenue you'll take to get out of your lease, write down all the possibilities. Ask specifically about the optional lease buyout amount remaining at the end of your lease. Sample lease document. Name total amount due at time of lease, calculation of monthly payments, disposition or other charges, total payment at end of lease. Payment breakdown, total amount due at time of lease, total amount due at signing of lease, monthly payment overview, gross cost, discounts or credits, additional charges, monthly payments, total monthly payments and lease term tax, total monthly payment, early termination. Warning: excessive wear and tear charges, purchase option price, purchase option fee. Step 3, weigh your options. If the fee is several thousand euros to break your lease, consider keeping the vehicle in your possession, making the most of the situation. For example, if you have a monthly payment of 500 euros and 10 months left on your lease and the fee to break your lease is 5,000 euros, you'll pay the same amount whether you drive your car or lower the lease. Method 2 of 4, transferring your lease. Transferring your lease is the simplest way to be released from your legal obligation for your lease. In this method, you find another person willing to be the lessee for the vehicle, relieving you of your obligation. Be prepared to encourage your takeover of the lease, for example by leaving your security deposit for the new lessee. Step 1, list as lease up. List your vehicle as a lease acquisition in automotive classifieds. Using print ads in your local newspaper, buy and sell publications and online marketplaces such as Leboncoin. Fr. List your vehicle asking someone to take over your lease payments. Use specific information that will inform the reader of the remaining term of your lease, monthly payment, applicable fees, lease buyback at the end, mileage, and physical condition of the vehicle. Tip: there are online services such as LeaseTrader that specialize in matching those wishing to break their lease with potential lease takeover customers. They charge a fee for their service which is well worth it as they take care of all the moving work transferring the lease. Customers are vetted and ready to take over your lease, making your part in the process much simpler. Step 2, be professional. Respond promptly to inquiries and arrange a meeting with an interested party. If the prospective lessee wishes to proceed with taking over your lease, arrange the time for both parties to meet at the leasing company. Make an appointment to take over the lease. Step 3, complete your paperwork. Complete the documentation needed to transfer the lease to the new party. This will include the leasing company performing a credit check on the new lessee. If the new lessee verifies, sign the version of the contract, complete your title transfer and cancel your car insurance and registration. Tip: when transferring your lease, bring all your car keys, owner's manual, and vehicle documents with you to facilitate the transfer. Warning: some leasing companies include a clause that keeps the original lessee liable for payments if the person who assumed the lease defaults. This type of liability is known as post-transfer liability and, although it's only used in around 20% of leases, you should be aware of your remaining obligation until the lease is up. Transfer liability is mainly used by luxury car companies like Audi and BMW. Method 3 of 4, buy your lease. Transferring your lease may not be the best option for you in certain cases. For example, a buyer wants to buy your car. The potential lessee has weak or insufficient credit to take over the lease. You have positive equity in your leased vehicle. You want to own your car without payment. Your car has excessive mileage, damage, or wear and tear. Your lease has a transfer obligation. The process is the same whatever your goal for buying your lease. Step 1. Calculate the cost of buyback. Determine the total cost of purchasing your lease. Consider all factors, including the buyout amount, additional fees to the leasing company, title transfer costs and potential taxes you'll owe. For example, if your lease buyout is €10,000, the lease termination fee is €500, the title transfer cost is €95 and you pay a 5% tax. On the lease buyout, €500, your total cost to purchase your lease is €11,095. Step 2. Arrange financing. Unless you've earned a large sum of money, you'll need to arrange a loan from a financial institution to buy your lease. Step 3. Pay the shortfall. Pay the leasing company the price due for buying out your lease. If it's through a car dealership, you'll pay sales tax on the amount sold to the dealer. If you plan to sell your car, you can now do so. Method 4 of 4. Turn on your lease at the beginning. If you can't transfer or buy your lease, you can reactivate it early. This carries notoriously high penalties, often equivalent to the remaining lease payments in a lump sum. Before turning your lease early due to financial hardship, check with your leasing provider to see if there are other options available, such as a hobby payment option. If you've exhausted all other options, send your lease back to the beginning. Step 1. Convert your lease. Contact your leasing provider to make an appointment to drop off your lease. Step 2. Clean your vehicle. Remove all your personal belongings and make sure the car is in presentable condition. To avoid additional charges, have the car professionally detailed if there are excessive stains or dirt on the interior or if there are scratches on the exterior. Step 3. Provide the necessary items for your appointment. Bring all your keys, owner's manual, and documentation to your appointment. You'll leave your car behind. Arrange alternative home transportation with the leasing company. Step 4. Fill in the forms. Complete the required forms with the leasing company. The leasing company will do everything in its power to try to keep you on your lease. Work with them, exploring all viable options if you prefer to keep your leased car. Step 5. Return the vehicle. Return your car, keys, and books. If you choose not to return your lease at the beginning and default on your payments, this can happen unintentionally. Your car will be repossessed by the leasing company to recoup its losses and recover its assets. This is the worst possible scenario, that your credit score will suffer and a repossession of your credit report could prevent you from being able to finance or lease anything for up to 7 years. In conclusion, ending a car lease early can be a manageable process if you understand your options and the potential costs involved. Whether you choose to transfer your lease, buy out the vehicle, or negotiate with your leasing company, being informed is key. Always read your lease agreement carefully and consider consulting with a financial advisor to ensure you make the best decision for your situation. By following these steps, you can navigate the early termination of your lease with confidence and ease. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this information helpful.